At 7'0" number 55.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. On Sunday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Wizards, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Joel Embiid. Nowitzki is out there with James. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Rose in at the 1. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Harden. Then it's Kareem. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Bird in at the 3 spot. Here we go. Now this season, Clark, is still very, very young. How much do you take away from these first handful of games of a season?
I think you can take away quite a bit as a whole organization. You know, the front office execs are already thinking about how the team can do better, where they might be able to make moves to improve the squad, as are the coaches. So I think these games are important and valuable.
Now here's Bird after LeBron James's miss. The 3 from Harden. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Dallas.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
James, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And here's Bird for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's McGrady. Nowitzki inside. Defended by Abdul-Jabbar. Offensive rebound. Here's LeBron. And finally they hit one.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden can't hit. Olajuwon against... Oh!
Man!
What a finish!
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Rose.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's McGrady. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Bird, the pass to Olajuwon. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Dallas leading by 3. And here is LeBron. Nowitzki with the screen on Bird. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Halliburton passes to Harden. Nailed from three-point land.
Harden has been lethal from outside for a long time. Add another to the career totals.
There's the three. A shot by McGrady, no good. Gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
First free throw is good.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Robinson. And James Worthy is subbed in for James. Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Halliburton against McGrady. Halliburton kicks to Olajuwon. Outside, Davis. Harden outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Davis. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
The ability of Davis to shoot from out there really does open the floor for him.
McGrady passes to Nowitzki. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The kick outside to Butler. The three-pointer, no good.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now Worthy, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. The 3 from KD. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Halliburton for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas. They lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Just 33%, struggling to get good looks. They've got Halliburton. Anthony Davis is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Johnson, and it's Butler in at the 2. Robinson against Olajuwon. 11 feet away. Worthy with the rebound. So with LeBron on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Nowitzki is out there with Worthy. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Durant in at the 2-guard spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And that one falls for Nowitzki. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Halliburton finds Olajuwon. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Worthy, no good. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Worthy with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rose kicks it over to Worthy. Nowitzki outside. Over Butler. Dallas again missing. A pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Rose. Scoreless thus far. It's Durant on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Durant kicks it over to Worthy. 6 on the shot clock. Over Butler. Worthy, no good. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going just 1 for 5. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. James comes in for Worthy. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Kevin Durant. And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Olajuwon. And Dallas with a change here, too. Durant's checked in for Nowitzki. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. James kicks to KD. And looks like the illegal pit was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Bird. 9 points last game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first bucket in this one. The Kings have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. 1:51 left to play in the first half. Now McGrady. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. Here's James. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. James has got 8 points.
Just adding to his record scoring total, I tell you, the ageless king LeBron James is his name.
Harden inside the three-point line. Jump shot is good. .119 left in the first half. McGrady against Harden. 2 points. That one goes. And the Kings lead by 3.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Harden. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Durant, the pass to LeBron. KD sets the pick for James. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. No good from Bird. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Dallas. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Good on the shot.
Boy, that mid-range J from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
Harden surveying the D. 4 seconds left. Can't hit that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kings lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum line. And that's very much. One more time, a round of applause.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now. What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Now, here is Harden. We've got Harden. Bird out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. For the lead. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 11 points.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
James dishes to McGrady. Pass to Nowitzki. The shot from 20 feet away. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Nowitzki outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Harden kicks to Bird. Sinks that one from the post. Bird's got his third basket of the night.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Here's Rose. Still scoreless. Nowitzki with the screen on Harden. Again, the miss by the Kings.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bird. Good D by LeBron.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Rose. Good, and the assist goes to James. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best, an attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
LeBron outside. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Bird. A shot by Harden. Wide open. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden outside. In the corner, it's Bird. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
James. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Offline with his 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Nowitzki. Embiid with it. Tracy McGrady on the wing. And it's all evened up. McGrady's got 7 points in the game.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Halliburton's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Kings. There's 1:34 left here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. .131 left in the third. Halliburton sets the pick for Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Harden for three. That's not going to go for him. It's his sixth miss. He's 5 for 11.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
1:04 left in the third quarter. And Harden launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 16.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Nowitzki's shot is no good.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Bird kicks to Halliburton. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Harden. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Robinson's checked in for Embiid. Worthy comes in for James. And Anthony subbed in for Tracy McGrady.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Now here's Anthony. .11 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Nowitzki. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. They lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Coach Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team, there's no doubt. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end, it really is a big part of that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Tracy McGrady is out there with Rose. And it's Durant, then it's Worthy, and it's Robinson in at the 5. Now McGrady, James Harden missing on the 3. Got him with the pump fake, savvy move right there. McGrady's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Pass to Davis. The 3 from Harden. Rose with the rebound. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Kings. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Worthy with it. The 3 from KD. That shot, no good. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Durant. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Durant, the pass to McGrady. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here we go. It's Butler. It's rebounded by Dallas. McGrady outside. Again, the miss by the King. Gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. bangs home the trifecta.
Get the feeling Butler was ready to let that one fly before the ball got to him.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A different look for Dallas. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Robinson. Nowitzki comes in for Worthy. And James subbed in for Durant. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Rose. Nowitzki looking it over. The three ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. In the corner, Harden. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Off the inbound pass. Harden, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth. There's another block.
Step aside. We've got a new number 3 in career block.
There haven't been too many more staunch defenders in history than this man. Now, here is McGrady after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bird dishes to Harden. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
That's to Nowitzki. Lets it go from the wing. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Kicks it out to Harden. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Missed it, even after all those chances. McGrady outside. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From about 19 feet. No good from Bird. The Kings shooting not great, 40% for the game. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Here's Bird. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try it.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tries it from 19. Embiid, the pass to James. That one wide left. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Harden outside. And there's the drive. Count it!
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Timeout called by the Kings. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Here's Nowitzki over Abdul-Jabbar. It's in!
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Here's Harden, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third team foul. At the line for your home team, James Harden. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Rose finds Embiid. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, it's just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, James Harden.